We are today on Friday, 17th of September 2021, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And we had a little bit of taste of volatility after quite some time. Nifty futures in front of us, up 1.38%, 238 points this week, extending the big breakout that we saw 2 weeks back, consolidated for a week, and then picked up. New all-time highs were made. Bank Nifty, PSU banks picked up. Bank Nifty finally caught up with the overall markets to just inch above and hit a new all-time high for itself. The chart looks quite promising. Going back to the Nifty, in today's trade, we did face a bit of volatility from the intraday highs, which was around 17,800. It's like a nice round number to hit. Index did face some selling, profit taking, whatever we call this. Index did fall quite sharp, and then towards the later half managed a bounce back. No damage though. It's completely all right. If we take a look at the daily chart back again, and the kind of rally that we've had, the kind of nature in which the market has moved up, a little bit of profit taking, a little bit of cool off, ease off correction is fine. That's how the markets, that's how prices move and behave. It's created a long-legged, like in the upper shadow is fairly high, like a spinning topish kind of a behavior. Nothing much to worry about, I would say, as of now. The 75 minutes chart has cooled off and come close to its short-term moving averages. Levels to watch for early next week will be definitely 17,400, 430. That was the last breakout point. This is the range that we have marked. So the lower border of this range is around 17,300. This is 17,400, 430. So 300, 400 is the zone. That's the first one that we should look for as some source of short-term supports. There are multiple supports down there. We'll deal with them one by one. But taking a look at the daily chart, taking a look at the weekly charts, even the short-term charts, not much signs of serious worry. I have been talking about the way how the US markets have moved into a downtrend, and some amount of trigger of weakness may come from there. But that is to be seen next week. As of now, it's just a short-term correction. It's not even a correction. It's just a hint of a little bit of intraday volatility. Now, whether it leads to a correction or not, that needs to be seen. We maintain a bullish bias. There's no reason for it to reverse that bias. And we continue to look for long opportunities. We would continue to go with those stocks and sectors which have shown strength. And we'll try and stick our neck out with a slightly better quality stocks in the better quality mid caps and large caps. Because if the index decides to correct, the consecutive respective damage fall in the smaller size stocks would be far more. We had a taste of that in today's trade also. So let us go to the stockcharts.com page where we have the RRG charts. And over here, I have reduced it down to 1 week. First, let's take a look at the performance in terms of price. Media, PSU Bank, private banks, mid-cap, Bank Nifty were all the top gainers this week, all of them coming from the lagging sector. So it was a week where the erstwhile underperformers finally decided to give a move. Metals were down a little over 1%, and then real estate. Real estate is from a leading sector. Metals is from a weakening sector. We've been talking about metals for last few weeks now. We've been talking about that the sector has gone a little bit volatile, and we should try to avoid it for some time. And we did see a breakdown in most of the stocks. We'll take a look at the sectoral index and few stocks in tonight's discussion. So it was essentially a week wherein those which were not performing before picked up. It's a good sign. It's not a bad sign. It's actually a good sign, especially when it comes from bank Nifty, PSU banks, private sector banks, because they enjoy the maximum weightage in the market. Let's increase our tail a little bit of these RRG graphs and let's go to 12, 13 weeks. Let's fit it out. And now let's sort it in terms of its tail. IT still leading. Real estate very much a leading sector. Consumer durables, FMCG finally. I don't know, maybe we've been talking about these two pockets for months now, as it was trying to move from improving to leading. And there you go. The move came in from Hindustan Unilever first. And then finally, congratulations, ITC moved. But did it move too late? Did it move and the market topped out? We don't know this. Maybe within the next few weeks we'll get to realize. But consumer durables, FMCG has moved into a leading sector. Now these four we should continue to maintain a bullish bias. These four we should continue to look for buying into these sectors and stocks in short-term corrections, especially FMCG, consumer durables, and real estate. IT, yes, it's strong, but the charts are so beautifully stretched that becomes really difficult to chase at that price. Financial services, it's gone into improving. This pocket, I think, would play out better than the banking, core banking per se. So close eye on this. Metals weakening. We can clearly say this leftward journey of CNX metal. This leftward journey of CNX metal implies that it is losing relative strength. Let's take a look at the sector. The metal index on a daily time frame has fallen close to 2.5%. It's got clear resistances up here, which has tested a couple of times, more than a couple of times. Weekly, this is how it is behaving. We know how beautiful, strong rally support we had from the sector per se, but it's kind of slowing down. On the daily time frame, it is yet to move into a downtrend, but it has clearly given us signs of weakness, especially few stocks. If we take a look at the metal stocks, JSW Steel has given a breakdown from a line like this, though it gave a nice bounce back today, but the fall was quite sharp. Tata Steel down 3.5%. That's also one important stock which has broken down. Vedanta, Steel Authority, has definitely gone into a nice downtrend, bounced back and fallen. This is exactly how JSW Steel is behaving. See, this is SAIL and this is JSW Steel. Very, very similar behavior. So metals are losing relative strength. So we'll wait out a little bit, not in a hurry to get into them. Small cap and commodity. Then we come to a long list of lagging. Take a look at auto, way down towards the left hand side. What does this mean? This means that it has no relative strength whatsoever. It has barely any scope space to go on the left hand side. All that it can probably do is inch up. That will be the sign of gain of momentum of relative strength. What does that mean if we take a look at the sectoral chart? Auto on a daily time frame has given us a short-term bounce back and has just moved into an uptrend. So I would strongly suggest that going forward, if we get some kind of a short-term correction, and if these lows are not broken, which is the psychological 10K mark for the Nifty auto index, then a follow-through move might come. That follow-through move may not be a big one, maybe a shallow one, because it's got a lot to do here. So auto can be looked as a prospective short-term candidate. Media, okay, a lot of things happen. So I'm not never liked the sector so much, so never actually spoke about it. Yes, Z moved, big move. TV18 also looks very good, but never found interest in these counters. PSU banks, yes, finally they have moved, still in the lagging. They're picking up a little bit of momentum. State Bank of India still stays as the favorite. Private sector banks picking up momentum. There's a lot of scope. What do I mean by this is, see, the movement of RRG charts are clockwise, from lagging to improving, from improving to leading, leading to weakening. So it moves in a clockwise manner. Now it's the early sign that private, Nifty private, and I think Bank Nifty, yes, both of them have just started to go up vertically. Going up vertically means gaining momentum. Going up horizontal means gaining relative strength. So they've just started to inch up. They have huge amount of headrooms to outperform. Move to the improving, maybe go to the leading, and so on. So if the overall markets kind of sustains, we do not get any nasty surprises on the downside, we stay within a tune of, let's say, 5-6% correction, and even if we come down close to 17,200 or a little bit close to 17k also, the uptrend, the sentiment will not get damaged so much, and the follow through moves for higher upsides, this pocket, this one, Bank Nifty private banks, has huge potential. iBank, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, State Bank of India within the PSU. Kotak Bank has done superb. So any drop in Kotak Bank from here on can be looked as an opportunity. Energy also in the same category is picking up. These are all early picks, These sectors have been underperforming. They're now just now started to pick up. So going forward, if we see any kind of stagnant behavior from IT because it has moved too much, then someone from down here has to pick up. So all eyes, rather than pharma, I think all eyes should be on energy, private banks, and auto. So when you look for these candidates in your space, in that particular sector, when you, let's say, open private banks, I would always suggest go with the ones which are in a well-defined uptrend first, wait for a short-term correction. Axis Bank, definitely yes, a candidate you should look for. Bandhan Bank, no, stay away, still in a nice downtrend. Fed Bank, trying to pick up, still wait. HDFC Bank, definitely yes. iBank, definitely yes. IDFC First, probable turnaround, it might need some time. IndusInd Bank, after a big consolidation, big breakout, it will cool off close to that 1080 kind of levels, and then the move. Kotak Bank, turnaround, definitely yes. RBL, stay away. Yes Bank, never liked it. I doubt I will stay away from that. Within these are the private sector ones. So keep a bullish bias for the week ahead. We'll see what's in store. Do we get any kind of cues from the Dow Jones as we create this this interaction? I record this video and I'll upload this on YouTube. The Dow Jones is down 184 points. It's gone really volatile down here. It's moved into a downtrend. It's a little worrisome, slightly. SGX is down 56%, 56 points, trading at 17,540. So let's see. Let's maintain the bullish bias. Let's not go bearish. Let's see what's in store, how it plays out, and then we can alter our stance, strategy, and trades accordingly. Right? Now let's go ahead. Like always, let's talk about your stock picks and portfolio.